Good day, everyone. When we talk about human health, one of the most fascinating and empowering discoveries of modern science is the way food interacts with our immune system. What you eat every day isn't just about satisfying hunger, it's about fueling the most important protective network your body has. Your immune system is like an army standing guard 24/7. It scans, detects, and neutralizes bacteria, viruses, and even abnormal cells before they can cause harm. But what most people don't realize is that this army depends on nutrients, signals, and compounds from food. In other words, your kitchen is your pharmacy, and the right diet hacks can sharpen your immune response in powerful ways. Let's begin with the idea of diversity on your plate. Scientists now know that eating a wide variety of plant-based foods is one of the simplest yet most effective ways to train your immune system. When you choose colorful foods, red berries, orange carrots, green leafy vegetables, purple cabbage, you're introducing different bioactive compounds called polyphenols. These compounds don't just act as antioxidants, they literally communicate with immune cells, helping them detect pathogens more quickly and act with greater precision. For example, the anthocyanins in blueberries enhance the function of natural killer cells, which are your first line of defense against viral infections. Vitamin C from citrus fruits helps your white blood cells mobilize faster when an invader enters your body. Eating a salad with multiple colors is like training soldiers with specialized skills. One may be a sniper, another a medic, another an engineer. A single food provides benefits, but a spectrum of foods equips your immune army with a full arsenal. Think of it as building resilience by layering defenses. Every different color you eat today strengthens immunity tomorrow. The second diet hack involves embracing healthy fats, particularly omega-3 fatty acids. Most people think of fats as something to avoid, but the truth is, certain fats are crucial for immune balance. Omega-3 fats found in salmon, sardines, flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts are not only heart protective but also inflammation regulators. Now, inflammation itself is not the enemy. Short-term inflammation is part of your immune defense. If you cut your finger, inflammation is what brings immune cells rushing to the scene. But when inflammation lingers too long, it weakens your immune function and makes your body less effective at fighting infections. Omega-3 fatty acids act like peacekeepers. They allow your immune cells to attack pathogens fiercely, but they also send signals to calm the battlefield once the threat is over. This prevents collateral damage to healthy tissues. Clinical studies show that people who regularly eat omega-3 rich foods have more balanced immune responses and recover more quickly from illnesses. Adding a small portion of oily fish to your weekly diet or sprinkling chia seeds into your smoothie is like fine-tuning your immune orchestra so every instrument plays in harmony. Now let's turn to fiber, which many people underestimate. We tend to think of fiber as something for digestion or heart health, but in reality, it's one of the most direct links between your diet and your immune system. How? Fiber feeds the beneficial bacteria living in your gut. When these microbes ferment fiber, they produce compounds called short-chain fatty acids. These molecules do two critical things. They strengthen the gut lining, which prevents harmful bacteria from leaking into the bloodstream, and they also act as messengers to your immune system, teaching it how to respond. Considering that about 70% of your immune system resides in the gut, it becomes clear that every time you eat beans, lentils, oats, apples, or leafy greens, you're not just feeding yourself, you're training an army of gut microbes that coach your immune cells. This partnership between fiber and microbes is like running drills in a training camp. The more fiber-rich foods you consume, the more prepared your immune system becomes for real battles. Another powerful yet simple hack involves the use of herbs and spices. In many cultures, herbs and spices have been part of traditional medicine for centuries, and now modern science is catching up to explain why. Garlic, for instance, contains allicin, a compound with strong antibacterial and antiviral properties. Turmeric is rich in curcumin, which improves immune cell communication and modulates inflammatory pathways. Ginger contains gingerol, which not only eases digestion but also enhances circulation, allowing immune cells to move more efficiently through your bloodstream. Even oregano and thyme have natural compounds that reduce bacterial growth. Incorporating these spices into everyday meals is like giving your immune system a steady supply of microboosts. The benefit comes not from a single megadose, but from consistent exposure. Add garlic to your stir fry, turmeric to your soup, ginger to your tea, and you'll notice subtle but significant improvements in resilience over time. Small daily habits add up to a stronger immune foundation. Hydration is another hack that often gets overlooked. Water may not carry the glamour of exotic superfoods, but without it, none of your immune cells can function properly. Your lymphatic system, which transports immune cells across the body, relies on hydration to keep fluids moving. When you're dehydrated, immune cells travel sluggishly and your ability to fight infections slows down. Beyond plain water, herbal teas such as green tea, chamomile, or rooibos provide additional immune supportive antioxidants. Green tea, for example, contains catechins that have been shown to block viral replication. Chamomile has calming effects that lower stress hormones, which can otherwise suppress immunity. Every sip of water or tea keeps your immune troops mobile and well supplied. Think of hydration as the logistics team in your defense system. Without transport, even the strongest army cannot win the battle. Finally, one of the most underestimated hacks is timing your eating. Emerging research shows that the immune system is linked to circadian rhythms, meaning the timing of meals influences immune function. Allowing your digestive system periods of rest through simple practices like a 12-hour eating window gives your immune system time for repair and renewal. During these rest phases, your body activates a process called autophagy, which clears out damaged cells and replaces them with new, more efficient immune cells. You don't need extreme fasting. Simply finishing dinner earlier and giving your body overnight time to repair can improve immune performance. Think of it as giving your defense forces a chance to rest, reorganize, and sharpen their skills before the next day's battle. Rest cycles are as important as active cycles, and your immune system benefits tremendously from this rhythm. Now let's tie this all together in a powerful way. Imagine your immune system as a high-performance team. Each hack, diverse foods, omega-3 fats, fiber, spices, hydration, and meal timing represents a different aspect of training and support. Diversity provides specialized skills. Omega-3 sets create balance. Fiber builds a solid training ground. Spices supply reinforcements. Hydration ensures mobility. And timing gives the system rest and repair. None of these hacks alone is enough to guarantee strong immunity, but together they form a comprehensive strategy that allows your body to resist infections, recover faster, and stay healthier in the long term. The most exciting part about these hacks is their accessibility. These are not exotic, expensive, or complicated interventions. They are everyday foods and habits you can adopt right now. You don't need a prescription to eat a colorful salad. You don't need a doctor's note to drink more water. You don't need a complicated program to add garlic to your meals or to finish dinner an hour earlier. These hacks are practical, affordable, and immediately actionable. As a physician, I can tell you that true prevention doesn't happen in hospitals. It happens at your dining table, in your grocery store, and in your kitchen. The choices you make 3 times a day, every single day, shape the resilience of your immune system. If you want to give your body the best possible chance against disease, start with these simple yet powerful dietary changes. Closing this conversation, I want you to think about the extraordinary potential inside your own body. Your immune system is designed to protect you, but it needs the right resources. With every colorful fruit, every spoonful of fiber, every sip of water, every spice, and every moment of rest, you are equipping your immune defenses with sharper tools, stronger shields, and faster responses. And the result is not just fewer colds or quicker recovery from infections, it's a stronger foundation of health that supports longevity, energy, and vitality. Food is not just calories. It is information. It is instruction. It is medicine. And by choosing wisely, you are writing the script for how your immune system performs. You are the commander, and your diet is the strategy. Starting today, take control, apply these hacks, and watch how your body responds. Because when you nourish your immune system, you are not only protecting yourself today, you are investing in your future health for years to come. When people think about protecting their health, they often imagine medicine, supplements, or treatments that come later, when illness has already arrived. But what if I told you that every time you sit down to eat, you are either strengthening or weakening the most important defense network in your body, your immune system? The truth is, your immune system is not simply a background process. It is a living, dynamic army that works nonstop to keep you safe from viruses, bacteria, toxins, and even rogue cells that could become cancer. And this army does not operate in isolation. It needs fuel, it needs balance, it needs training, And most importantly, it needs the right instructions from the foods you eat every single day. Today, I want to walk you through some powerful diet hacks, practical science-based strategies that you can apply immediately that will boost your immune response and give your body the upper hand in staying healthy. Let's begin with the first hack, eating for diversity. When most people think about nutrition, they focus on vitamins or protein, but what the immune system craves most is variety. Every fruit, every vegetable, every whole grain, every bean, every spice brings with it a unique set of bioactive compounds, like polyphenols, flavonoids, carotenoids, and fibers. These aren't just passive nutrients. They're chemical signals that talk directly to your immune cells. For example, the anthocyanins in blueberries don't just act as antioxidants, they actually increase the activity of natural killer cells, which are specialized immune cells that track down virus-infected cells. Vitamin C from citrus fruits doesn't just float around in your bloodstream, it helps white blood cells respond more rapidly to invaders. When you eat a colorful variety of foods, you're giving your immune army specialized training. A green vegetable may supply one type of defensive skill, while a red fruit supplies another. Just like an army needs medics, engineers, scouts, and soldiers, your immune system thrives when it has different types of fuel and information. Imagine sitting down to a meal where your plate is a rainbow: purple cabbage, orange carrots, dark leafy greens, red peppers, golden mango. Each color is a code, and that code is unlocking different capabilities in your immunity. On the other hand, if your diet is monotonous, just bread, meat, and a little bit of dairy, you're essentially training your immune system with the same exercise over and over, leaving it unprepared for new challenges. That's why diversity matters. It's not just about nutrients, it's about programming your immune system for flexibility and resilience. Now let's move to the second hack, embracing healthy fats, especially omega-3 fatty acids. For decades, fat had a bad reputation, but the science has shifted dramatically. Not all fats are harmful. In fact, some fats are essential for the immune system to function correctly. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in fatty fish like salmon and sardines, in nuts like walnuts, and in seeds like flax and chia, are powerful regulators of inflammation. Here's why that matters. Inflammation is both friend and foe to the immune system. When you get a cut or an infection, inflammation helps summon immune cells to the scene. But if inflammation lingers too long or becomes chronic, it disrupts immunity. It creates confusion in the ranks. Your immune system gets stuck in overdrive, attacking the wrong targets and leaving you more vulnerable to actual infections. Omega-3 cells solve this problem by acting like peacekeepers. They don't shut down the immune response, but they make sure it happens at the right level, at the right time, and that it stops when the job is done. Without that balance, your body is like a battlefield with no cleanup crew. What's amazing is that by eating just 2 servings of omega-3 rich fish a week, or by adding walnuts or chia seeds into your diet, you can see measurable improvements in markers of inflammation. And less inflammation means your immune cells can focus their energy on fighting genuine threats instead of wasting resources in unnecessary skirmishes. Healthy fats are not just fuel, they are diplomats, negotiators, and regulators that keep your immune army disciplined and effective. The third hack is about fiber. Most people think of fiber only in terms of digestion, but fiber is one of the most powerful ways to train your immune system. Here's how it works when you eat fiber-rich foods: beans, lentils, oats, leafy greens, apples, your gut microbes get to work. These microbes ferment fiber and produce short-chain fatty acids. These fatty acids are like instruction manuals for your immune system. They tell immune cells when to attack, when to stand down, and how to keep the gut lining strong. Why does that matter? Because about 70% of your immune system lives in your gut. The lining of your intestines is like the border wall of your body, keeping harmful bacteria out while letting nutrients in. If that lining weakens, pathogens can slip into the bloodstream and trigger constant immune alarms. But when your gut is well fed with fiber, your microbes reinforce that barrier, produce beneficial compounds, and train your immune system to be precise rather than reckless. Studies show that people who eat more fiber have lower rates of infections and less severe illnesses when they do get sick. Every bite of fiber is like enrolling your immune cells in a training camp where they learn discipline, precision, and endurance. Without fiber, your immune system is like an army that hasn't practiced. It overreacts, misfires, and sometimes even attacks the wrong target. With fiber, your immune system becomes sharp, alert, and well-trained. Now let's talk about the fourth hack, using herbs and spices as daily immune boosters. For thousands of years, different cultures have turned to garlic, ginger, turmeric, oregano, and other spices for healing. Today, science has uncovered why garlic produces allicin, a compound that interferes with the growth of bacteria and viruses. Turmeric contains curcumin, which regulates immune cell communication and reduces excessive inflammation. Ginger has gingerol, which helps improve circulation, ensuring immune cells move quickly to where they're needed. Even oregano and thyme contain natural oils that suppress harmful bacteria. What's important here is not taking massive amounts at once, but using them consistently. A little garlic in your soup, a pinch of turmeric in your stir fry, a slice of ginger in your tea. All these microdoses accumulate, creating a steady stream of support for your immune defenses. Think of herbs and spices as reinforcements that arrive daily to your immune army. They don't replace your core soldiers, but they strengthen them, making the entire force more effective. The beauty of this hack is how easy it is to apply. You don't need supplements, you just need to cook with flavor. What tastes good to your tongue also happens to be good for your immunity. The fifth hack is hydration. It may sound simple, even boring, compared to colorful fruits or exotic spices, but hydration is absolutely fundamental to immunity. Your immune cells travel through your bloodstream and lymphatic system, and these systems depend on fluid balance. Without enough water, your lymph fluid moves sluggishly, and immune cells can't reach infection sites quickly. Dehydration also thickens mucus in your airways, making it easier for pathogens to linger. On the flip side, good hydration keeps mucus thin, traps invaders, and helps wash them out. Beyond plain water, herbal teas offer extra advantages. Green tea contains catechins, which have antiviral properties. Chamomile lowers stress hormones, which in turn prevents immune suppression. Rooibos contains antioxidants that calm inflammation. Every glass of water, every cup of tea is like fueling the transportation system of your immune army. Without transport, even the strongest soldiers can't win. With it, your army is mobile, agile, and quick to respond. So when you reach for a glass of water, don't think of it as something ordinary. Think of it as equipping your immune system with speed and efficiency. Finally, the sixth hack, timing your eating. This is one of the most exciting new areas of research, and it connects the immune system with circadian rhythms. Your body runs on a clock, and your immune system is no exception. Giving your body a rest period between meals through practices like intermittent fasting or even just finishing dinner earlier allows your immune cells time to repair and renew. During these fasting periods, a process called autophagy is activated. Autophagy literally means self-eating, but in this context, it's the immune system clearing out damaged cells, recycling parts, and making room for healthier, stronger cells. Think of it as a spring cleaning for your immune system. You don't need extreme fasting. Even a 12-hour window, like finishing dinner at 7 p.m. and eating breakfast at 7 a.m., gives your body space to refresh its defenses. Timing your eating is like scheduling rest days for your army. Without rest, even the strongest soldiers burn out. With rest, they come back sharper, faster, and more effective. Now let's bring all these hacks together with a powerful closing message. When you look at your immune system as an army, you begin to see how every small dietary choice matters. Eating for diversity equips your army with specialists, healthy fats bring discipline and balance, fiber provides training grounds, herbs and spices act as reinforcements, hydration supplies the transport system, meal timing ensures rest and renewal. None of these hacks alone is a magic bullet, but when combined, they create a resilient, intelligent, and powerful immune defense that can protect you not just today, but for years to come. Here's the good news. These hacks are accessible to everyone. You don't need expensive supplements or complicated programs. You don't need rare foods that are hard to find. What you need is consistency, intention, and awareness. Every time you choose a colorful plate, every time you add garlic or ginger, every time you pour yourself a glass of water, every time you give your body a break from constant eating, you are strengthening the invisible shield that guards your health. Prevention doesn't happen in hospitals, it happens in grocery stores, in kitchens, at dinner tables. The power of food is not in abstract nutrients, but in real choices you make every day. Imagine your future self, years from now, looking back at the choices you made today. Imagine being grateful that you invested in your immune system, that you gave your body the tools it needed to fight off illness, to recover faster, to stay energetic, and to live longer. That future is not built by luck, it is built by the deliberate actions you take now. Science has given us the evidence, and nature has given us the tools. The question is whether you will use them. So starting today, commit to these diet hacks, fill your plate with colors, embrace healthy fats, choose fiber-rich foods, cook with herbs and spices, drink more water and tea. Respect your body's rhythms with mindful meal timing. Every hack is simple, but the impact is profound. Food is not just fuel, it is information, it is training, it is medicine. And when you master these hacks, you transform your meals into one of the most powerful allies your immune system will ever have.